Welcome. I'm speaking directly to my homo brothers who are light bearers, who know that they are here in this world to affect the world in a positive way, to bring more light, beauty, joy, truth, and healing to the planet and to themselves in the process. Last night, a huge windstorm whipped through this forest, knocking down trees, changing the landscape instantly. And this is an analogy for what is happening for so many of us. And that if it's not happening for you right now, it may be happening for you in the upcoming few months. This swift change where what was once dense, heavy, seemed to have roots, but with just a little bit of push, it falls over. So what does this mean in your life? This is where you get to use your personal authority and agency. As you receive this message and any other messages, use a filter for yourself. A filter that whatever is in your highest good is what you receive, and anything that is not in your highest good, so in this time of change, where in your life and or in the people around you, swift change is coming and things get knocked down that looked stable. It's a time to find your personal authority, your seat of authority, your roots that allow you to bend and sway as much as you need to without getting knocked out of that seat of authority. For many of us, that has been the job of a lifetime. Knowing and claiming what we know. The intuitive inner guidance system that has always been there, but throughout our lifetimes, we've had to pretend that we didn't know the things we know so that we could be like everyone else. This is the time when you will have to start standing out. In order to be living in your authority, in your truth, in your role here, you will start to see yourself separating from others who can't or won't see you from that lens. This is not a bad thing. This is what needs to happen so that you can use that inner authority, so that you can use your gifts without fear of being rejected. Any of those past patterns of holding yourself back so that you could be accepted and seen as normal, that's what's being transformed swiftly in these times. So your role in your life is to say yes to what you are here for, to say yes to what you know, to say yes to being a co-creator in authority of this life with the divine. So where in your life have you held off the 100% yes, I'm all in, both feet in? What inklings have you been getting, or strong knocks on the door that have said, this is your next step, but you haven't yet agreed to it or stepped forward? This is the time to acknowledge those things. And that can be as simple as saying out loud to yourself, to God, to your highest self, yes, I know this about my life. Yes, I know who I am and what I'm here to be doing. And yes, I agree to what comes with that. What comes with that is exactly what you need, and sometimes not exactly what you want. But then in hindsight, it's so perfectly divine. The falling away of false identities, the falling away of relationships, and the sprouting and budding forth of the true identity and relationships that honor that. You are certainly not alone, though you may feel that way right now. There are men just like you on their own path. We're all finding this convergence, all with different purposes, all with different language and reasons for existing as we do. But there is a unifying thread for many of us. That is this connection to the heart, the connection to intuition, and to remembering that we are multidimensional beings that chose this lifetime as a homo with spiritual gifts. And being a homo is one of those spiritual gifts. And reclaiming what that means, that word, that title, that you are not like all other gay men. We all have different roles. Some of us chose to live a more traditional path, though we are gay, homo, queer. And some of us chose the non-traditional path, that at some point we would need to break away. We would need to come out again, so that who and what we truly are as these multidimensional beings who know and see and feel on many different levels beyond what we were plugged into, beyond our ancestry of our parents, and more specifically plugged into the ancestry of gay men who came before us that held this space as guides, as those who were here to see beyond the veil and to hold healing spaces for others through their presence. You are a part of that lineage. And so that is something that you can connect to at any time. All you need to do is say yes. Again, your personal authority and agency, the author of your experience, requires you to be the author. To say, I am choosing this. I know this. This is what I am here for. And then surrender how that expresses. We are in a co-creation. We're moving out of, we are already out of the old paradigm of, I take this action and it makes this result. Nope. As we can see, we are not in as much control of outcomes as we believe, but we are in co-creation of the intent, the direction. Where that direction takes us, that remains to be seen. But as we follow step by step what we feel, what we know, and we say yes, we will certainly know where we're going. We will be safe and protected as big changes happen in the world those of us who have big callings and who have said yes will have a layer of protection because we are authorizing that. Because we know that we are not just protected by government, and in fact, that government is actually not what's here to protect us, but that we are protected by our guides, that we are protected by being those who walk for, with, and express the light. And sometimes we need to do what he just did and just shake off. And this might be what we do these last few days of this year. Shake off what we have taken on, what we have believed falsely, the programming that has influenced us, that has made us believe that we must shrink or stay small. And so you can do that by actually shaking your body and naming what you have taken on that you are shedding or taking off, shaking off, and then standing still, holding your hands out, chest up, spine long, and naming who and what you truly are. Let it come to you. Express it. Name it. Claim it. Do this every day if you need to. You can use affirmations like, I reclaim my potency, my power, my intuition, my truth. I reclaim my wisdom from dimensions, past, future, and present. I reclaim my light. A few days ago, I had a live event called The Return of Your Light. And it was a beautiful thing to see about 20 men from all around the world come to this event, many of which I'd never been in contact with before. Their first time in a space with me. All of us in our own personal authority, channeling the light through our bodies, allowing it to burn away anything that is untrue, and then channeling messages for ourselves, as I then channeled a message for the group. I've made a recording of that, and you can pay whatever you want to access it for lifetime access, and that's below if you'd like. Because this is a time for us to build that sense of sovereignty, that strength, that even if we feel like we are alone, remembering that we are not, knowing that there are brothers like you out there. And even if you are not physically in connection with them, know their names, that we've all created roots to be here in this earth now. These roots that find their way together, often in the dark, until we reactivate our light, and those light roots finding each other. My hope and my intention with these videos is that this starts to weave those roots, to reactivate all of our light and build that web of love, light, unity in a way that is embodied, empowered, and in self-authority. So much love to you as we end this year and move into the next. Many blessings.